Hi, my name is s.m.lambert, inventor and producer of EGMi, Evolutional Buddhist Mindfulness, a new way to look at life and a powerful meditation system. In this vid, I will look at politics from the perspective of faulty right brain theory covered in all EGMi vids. I will explain how human duality, brain lateralization, forms all political ideas, ideologies, groups and leaderships. There will be some generalisation and simplification as I try to fit 200,000 years of politics into a short vid. One could call it Marx with a C-ism. Many will not like this, as most will see they have more right-brain political ideas than left ones. The right wing and extreme left will see they have a lot in common. See the faulty right brain vid to see how humans evolved with faulty right brains. Humans evolved dualistic with a left logical positive brain and a faulty right anxious negative brain that drives all human-made suffering. There are myths that some early humans lived in utopian societies. This is bullshit. Humans evolved with the same problems we have now. We have just scaled them up. World politics began as all right-wing, with humans with more right-brain anxiety-driven control OCD controlling groups of humans. As humans advanced and there were more material possessions, right-brain anxiety-driven greed, wealth, more than we really need OCD began, and very right-wing evil leaderships developed. These have come and gone, but still rise again as stress and pressure, driven mostly by human greed, stimulates the right brain. Nowadays, whole populations can have increased right brain use and move right wing, developing right brain anxiety-driven right wing OCD. War has always been common. All humans have faulty right brains and can harm others. Race, colour, sex is irrelevant. Any race can enslave its own race or any other race. Organised religions became right-brain, anxiety-driven, right-wing religious OCD leaderships. And even today, we see right-brain, anxiety-driven, right-wing Sunni religious world domination OCD and right-wing, anxiety-driven Jewish world domination OCD. Religious OCD, greed OCD, and right-wing OCD combines to make up most political systems. Any right brain use prevents a goodness-based system developing. In the odd area where resources were plentiful and there was no active war, so stress and pressure was low, some groups developed a more left brain use and formed more goodness-based systems called democracies. These were soon taken over by the right brain and became greed-based democracies we have today. Some have more left brain goodness than others, some have little goodness. As greed or lack of resources adds stress and pressure to an area, right brain use increases and the population move more right wing. In the past there have been what appeared to be left wing takeovers, but they're usually just right brain greed driven. Moved to more greed-driven democracy for a while, but is now moving right-wing again. As Putin says, most want a right-wing world now. Some leaders like Putin and the CCP have bad right-brain anxiety-driven right-wing world domination OCD and want a red world. There are other groups with right-brain, right-wing world domination OCD like the Jews, Sunni Islam, some of the mega wealthy, not Bill Gates. These groups would never form an alliance. Their OCD ideologies are too different. There are right-brain, anxiety-driven, extreme left-wing OCDs too. Forcing any ideology on a group is trying to create a right-brain, anxiety-driven OCD, so should be seen as evil. No one man with high goodness, from Jesus to Obama, can remove right brain evil. We must do it ourselves. The biggest, most common right brain anxiety driven OCD is greed, wealth, more than we really need OCD. As soon as wealth becomes available, the right brain gets greedy in most humans. The Gini is a greed index showing the distribution of wealth in a country. Right-wing leaderships are always greedy and often keep availability of wealth from the population. Once people can get wealth, it's very hard to control them. We see greed OCD being used now as some politicians offer wealth in democracies and are very popular. To offer financial equality is political suicide, as most humans have right brain greed OCD. The right brain anxiety driven extreme left wing are a relatively new group. They form in greed driven democracies where humans are allowed to do and be anything they like. This leads to anarchy. This was around in the Greek orgy days but did not last long. This is basically where any right brain anxiety driven OCD is allowed to flourish and even encouraged. They are loud groups but always few. Increases in right brain use always gives more right wing thought than extreme left. The extreme left give right brain anxiety to the left wing as well as the right wing. The end result is more right wing OCD. The right brain anxiety driven extreme right wing are easy to work out. We have seen them come and go since Adam was a boy. Genghis Khan, Hitler, Stalin, Islam, the list is long. This time is different, as we have a global right brain right wing shift. Groups in the right wing will create conspiracy theories to brainwash others into their right brain anxiety driven right wing OCD. The left logical positive brain rejects right brain bullshit like QAnon. There is no left brain force of goodness to stop this in the world now. Once we have a right wing world, there will be no going back. Once all humans are brainwashed into right brain anxiety driven right wing OCD, they will even think they like it, as many do now. One thing all political ideologies have in common is right brain anxiety driven OCDs. Many now have right brain anxiety driven narcissism, the new sin, and are very selfish as well. Brain lateralization splits people into groups. Most are right brain anxiety driven OCDs, right wing, extreme left, religious, greedy. The group with more left brain goodness is shrinking fast, and we need to stop this and reverse the process. Maximised use of the left brain gives an ideology of goodness. It comes from the left brain. This can be seen as allowing the second law of energy to drive us. EGMi maximises use of the left brain, our goodness, oneness, inner happiness. This can give us the utopia we were always promised, and where all are truly happy. This is not humans having what they want, but having what they really need and being happy with this. This is of course not a short-term plan, and to maximise the use of the left brain in all humans will take a long time. The sooner we start, the sooner we can have our world utopia, a goodness-based world democracy. The most important thing now is to reverse the right-wing trend we have now. Crises like C-19 and global warming put more stress and pressure on people, which increases right brain use. This adds to the urgency to increase left brain use. There's a free first practice on the website, and I encourage people to try this. See the other EGMi vids for more info.